Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jackie. I'm a 6th grade world history and geography teacher. I'm also a mom of 3, and I make mom videos, cooking videos, and teaching videos. And today is a teaching video. I have an idea for you for an ancient Egyptian bowling tournament. I had this idea last week when we were learning about ancient Egyptian inventions and contributions, and I thought it would be really cool if my students could play the games that we were learning about. So I organized a bowling tournament, and I'm going to tell you the steps that I took to organize it, how it turned out, and all that good stuff. So there are 2 bowling games that I've seen come out of Egypt. One is like a small one played with marble sized balls. We're not doing that one. The other one is where there's 2 teams. It can be played individually, but 2 teams standing on each end of a lane, and there's a hole in the middle. One team has smaller balls and the other team has larger, and we're going to use like softball size and dodgeball size. The team with the softball size is going to try to get it into a hole. Now, I'm not going to dig holes on school property, so we're going to use hula hoops for the holes. So they're going to toss the small balls, trying to get it into the hole, and then the other side with the larger balls will try and bump their ball out of the way. And the balls are thrown at the same time. And I'll put some links below to some history of the game, and so you can see probably in better ways than I'm describing it, how it's played. So I'll link that below. But that's the way we're gonna play it. So the first thing that I did was to talk to the PE coach to try and see if I could borrow the materials. So I'm gonna have 2 games running at a time. So I need 8 small balls, like softball size, and 8 larger balls, dodgeball size. I'm gonna have teams of 4, just because that is how it works out with my classes. So it could even be played individually. It just depends on what works for you. So my teams of 4 are going to use 8 balls at a time, and then 2 hula hoops for the holes. I'm also going to have 2 ropes or jump ropes so that they can stand behind a line, and we're going to do this out on the baseball fields. So I'm going to do this outside, and so that was step 1, to talk to the coach to make sure I could secure those materials. The second thing I did was clear it with admin. So once I knew I could borrow the materials, I went and made sure that my classes could be outside on the day that I wanted to be out there. And then once I got clearance from my admin, I went and talked to my grade level colleague to see if his classes wanted to compete against mine. So instead of just my class teams competing against each other, my class is going to compete against his. So we're gonna each, we have common prep, so we're each gonna take our classes out at the same time to compete. And so I checked with him, we're good to go. And a couple days before, I sent a reminder email to my admin to remind them that I'd be outside, to schedule a time to pick up the materials, and it was good to go. I also let the students, choose their own groups, their own teams. They came up with a team name, and I had them write their team name in hieroglyphics on our class poster, and all their team names are on our class poster, and I can insert a picture, an example of what that looked like for us. And it turned out great, fantastic. I did put together some slides to teach them the rules of the game and kind of walk them through that. If I had extra students like that didn't fit into the team of 4, we made them scorekeeper/ref, and then they got to switch out if they wanted to, like during the second round of games. And the games go pretty quickly, so you have time for like more than one game. But yeah, that's what we did, and it turned out great. So I'm gonna insert some footage of how, so you can see how we played it, and let me know if you decide to do this or what you think. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.